I'm pretty sure by now most of us know what tracer fire is. If you've watched any major military action film, you'll recognize those cool laser-like beams coming out of those miniguns on those planes, and even maybe a soldier carrying it, or even some crazy guy trying to take down a helicopter. As cool as this tech might be, not all of us can get out to the range, and some ranges don't even allow tracer rounds to be fired. However, there's a company that's testing the waters and trying to bring this kind of cool tech to our sport. Tracer units have long been popular in airsoft, and they peaked right around 2023. But since early last year, a few companies have been experimenting on trying to bring this tech over to the Nerf hobby. And this is where T238 comes in, the company that is involved in this review today. They send us their latest tracer unit. It's called the Tracer Unit Burst Plus. Very cool people over there. Check out their website. It's cool to see that a technology that originally used to exist only for airsoft eventually transitioned to our favorite sport. But how good is this tech right now? We're gonna unbox this, see what comes with it, check out the features, and then I'm gonna go ahead and test it in 3 different lighting conditions, just so we can get a broad analysis of exactly what this does and how well it does it. Let's get into it. All right, guys, unit comes in this cool little box that displays the actual unit. It says the barrel widths that it supports. Now, they're advertising this unit as cross-compatible with airsoft, gel ball, and Nerf. I did a few searches online, and of the couple of reviews that I've seen so far, this unit is actually intended mainly for certain semi-auto airsoft shotguns, but it fits a lot more than that, and you'll see later in this video. Got your instruction manual. The unit itself, very nice anodized satin or matte black finish right here. Has an adjustable area right here where you can insert the entire muzzle of your shotgun or rifle. It also has what appears to be 2 separate barrel adapters. This barrel adapter here seems to be for a much more narrow barrel. I'm assuming some kind of airsoft application. The one we're going to be worried about is this one here, because this one fits right around a 16-inch barrel. Couple of cool decals, the tools that you need to install all the accessories and adjusters on the unit, and a USB-C charger, which you'll need to charge the unit. Now, this unit is LED based, both for the UV internal light and for the front facing muzzle flash lights. So it's pretty good on battery. You'll probably find yourself having to charge this once in a blue moon, if that. Of course, that depends on your usage, but we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna put this baby to charge, gonna mount it on my Seagull with the shortest barrel and the softest spring available for the Seagull, mainly because I wanna be able to capture what this unit does in the best way possible. And the only way to do that is to set these cameras to the highest number of frames they can. I think both of these are capable of 240 frames per second on slow-mo mode. See what we can capture with them. Without further ado, let's get to the features. All right, guys, first, as promised, I got my CQB Seagull right here with us. We're gonna mount this barrel adapter. Slips right on very nicely, and then there's an adjustment Allen screw, which you can just tighten it just to get the maximum amount of snugness on there. Don't want your T238 moving around. It's gonna look like that when it's done. I like the fact that it's almost as if it was made for this blaster, because the amount of barrel that sticks out of the Seagull when you're using the shorter barrel, it's about 25 millimeters, and this actually has just about half a millimeter beyond it to serve as some kind of protection at that. The unit will slide very nicely right over this adapter, and then all you have to do is, with the same Allen wrench, the bigger one of the two included in this toolkit, I'm not sure what the smaller one is for, we'll find out later, you're going to tighten down this little clamp that's built into the T238 housing. You want to make sure you do one side and then the other, just to make sure you have that nice tight fit. This is what the unit looks like. Now, obviously, this unit was designed by an airsoft company. You're gonna have to get creative as far as putting some kind of bright colors in front of this muzzle. Common sense would say that you do not want to take this out to a random park or field in a public space or area, especially on a blaster looking like this. Worker makes very realistic looking blasters. In fact, when this blaster first came out, live streams were being shut down because this looks so much like a firearm. So this would only add fire to that kind of flame. I would advise you guys maybe paint this faceplate, or just the very, very tip of this, maybe the whole thing, some kind of plasti dip, if anything, that can actually peel off in the future if you want to go back or use this on an airsoft rifle. That's just a common sense kind of warning. There is one other alternative, and it's part of a collaboration that we were fortunate enough to be a part of along with T238. More on that towards the end of the video. It's actually pretty cool. But for now, let's go through the modes modes of this unit. The unit actually has 3 modes of operation. It has the muzzle flash along with the tracer mode. The tracer mode is just a built-in UV light which illuminates the translucent tube inside of the housing. In order to illuminate your reactive dart, which they did include 200 for this test, we're going to test the darts along with the tracer unit. Then you can also have a mode where it's just the tracer unit or UV light only, if you only want to do the tracer feature and don't really want to use the muzzle flash feature. And then they have a third mode, which is just the muzzle flash mode only. I'm going to show you how to cycle through those. The first thing you want to do is there's a tiny button right here. You press it once and the unit will power up. The internal UV and the 3 LEDs are flashing, indicating that the first mode that actually comes on is the all-in-one mode. You can cycle through the available muzzle flash colors by short pressing this little button here. If you press it once, it gives you the complete rainbow mode. Pressing it a second time will give you red. A third time, they're calling it yellow, but it's orange. A fourth time, you're gonna get green. Press it a fifth time, you're gonna get cyan, which is like a turquoise teal color. Pressing it again gives you blue. One more time, you're gonna get pink. And lastly, you're gonna get white. Now, to get to the tracer only mode, you're gonna long press the button, and then you're gonna see only the internal UV light flashing, which indicates that tracer mode only is going to be active now. To move on from tracer mode only to muzzle flash mode only, you're gonna long press the button again, and then you're gonna see only the front muzzle flash lights light up. And that's gonna indicate that that mode is exclusively activated now. If you wanna power the unit off, you just long press it one more time after this mode, and then the lights will dim, indicating that the unit has now powered off. Pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure the main thing with this unit is we're gonna wanna know what kind of environments we can use it for. Is it gonna be limited to pitch black, or is it gonna be low light, or is it gonna be like twilight? We're gonna figure all that out. So first, we're gonna try it out in a dimly lit indoor environment. Then we're gonna try it out outside at night with the porch light on, which just barely adds a little bit of twilight to the environment. Then we're gonna turn off that porch light, make it completely pitch black, and see what we get. Let's get to testing. All right, guys, that was some interesting results. I have a few thoughts that I want to share with you guys about my overall impressions here. So the unit is really, really cool. And as far as I know, it is the latest iteration of what T238 has to offer in general, whether it's for Nerf or Airsoft. It's actually the latest unit that they've put out in this line of tracer slash dynamic gunfire products. And I have to say, I definitely think that the tracer mode of operation can be improved drastically. Notice that I said the tracer mode of operation and not the tracer unit itself. The reason I say that is because the darts play a big role in how this unit performs. I noticed that the dart heads are the only thing that is glow reactive. So if you have the tracer mode only on and you fire these darts, you're not going to see them glowing by the back, because on top of the fact that only the head is glow reactive, it's a very, very poor glow reactive material. I've seen materials that stay glowing for like a minute after being exposed to bright light. A couple of archery products that I have, for example, I've put these darts under these studio lights under the sun and then brought them inside to a dark room, and it fades rather quickly. Of course, it comes back down to the quality of the darts, the company hired to make them, the materials used. Those can definitely be improved. I think there's plenty of lighting being provided by this UV LED inside the unit for the tracer operation. I just don't think the darts are where they need to be to let this unit shine its brightest, no pun intended. So I think one very good improvement is maybe a glow reactive foam body on the dart. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know if glow reactive material can be made into a foam form or if it's even affordable, but that would be a place to start. If making the heads glow brighter is way too expensive, then making the entire body would definitely make the dart more recognizable. Unfortunately, that's not where the negatives end for the darts either. They are extremely inaccurate, and firing them from a sealed breech blaster like the Seagull that puts most of the pressure behind a dart, I can tell you guys that at least 1 out of every 4 darts when I did my dart sweep were missing their heads. And that's just not acceptable, because that means that even on a moderate powered flywheel blaster, if I had used it, these darts would be completely mangled and probably all of them would be missing their heads. My suggestion to T238, if they really want to market this product for our foam hobby, is definitely throw your attention into the darts. Darts are definitely going to be the business card for selling this unit a lot easier. Now, the muzzle flash operation was flawless. In fact, I think they augmented the lighting of the darts, since they are lighting the dart from the back as it flies out of the muzzle. Of course, it's definitely going to give your position away if you're in a nighttime environment. They're going to know where you are if you're using one of these to fire your dart, but it's cool to know that there's people looking out for different ways to take our hobby to the darker hours of the night, or even in an indoor. Think like mall mutation madness. It'd be cool to use something like this, of course, in a safely configured way. Like I said, it all comes back to the darts. I don't think it's entirely this unit's fault. If you have a good solution for darts that will work with this unit and you're interested in trying it out anyway, I'm going to put a purchase link to the description. Right now, they're actually on sale on Amazon. Originally $100, they're just under $80 now. I am going to put my affiliate link down below, which actually helps us continue to make content. So we appreciate it. If you're going to buy it anyway, you could use that link. Thank you, T238, for sending this over for us to check out. I love to see companies contributing to helping our hobby become more relevant and keep growing. Now, regarding that collaboration I spoke about earlier, the way I found out about T238 wanting to work with us is they commented on one of the videos where we featured a TCAR, and they inquired about how about creating a housing that can encase the TCAR unit within it. And that's exactly what we designed. So this here is a specialized TCAR made exclusively to work with the Burst Tracer Plus. It has a unique diamond style design as opposed to the triangular design of the regular TCAR we make. Of course, it has dual branding on here, and it has all the features of the Tracer Burst, since the guts of the unit are technically transplanted into this, but with the added benefit that it has an area in the back for you to either insert any of your X-Shot or Dart Zone. I think the Worker one works as well. PCAR in the unit, or alternatively, you can have the unit with the 16mm friction fit and integrated rifling already on it. So that's something we're working on. I figured in about a week or two, we'll have availability on Etsy. If you're interested, you could just message down below and let us know what you think. But like I said, all functionality is included. It's also very good as a lightweight option. If the original anodized aluminum body of the Tracer Plus is a little heavy for me lugging around for certain operations, you want to go lighter, you can always opt for the alternate housing. We use top grade PETG filament on all our 3D prints. That'd be something to look into. And with that out of the way, we've gotten to the part of the video where I'm very excited to tell you that yes, the giveaway for 10,000 subscribers is officially happening now. And if you watch this video video up to this moment, congratulations, because you made it to the entry point. All you have to do is comment down below. Before you hit enter, after you write your comment below, write an additional line that reads hashtag I watched the entire video. Written out just like that. In past tense, I watched the entire video. So just put that in a hashtag right after your comment and you'll automatically be eligible for the giveaway. We'll be giving away Pro Blasters, maybe a tracer unit, maybe some apparel. There'll be 4 winners this time. Again, thank you guys. 10,000 subscribers is an incredible achievement. I just really do this for fun because I love this hobby so much. And I want to make sure that you guys are having a good time too and enjoying the content. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on the giveaway. Get you some!